box. That was kind of fun. We should do that sometime.
Let's hope this mystery box
that'd be kind of fun. You know how like you go to Goodwill and you give your friend $20 and they have to buy an outfit for you? That'd be kind of fun to do here. Like as long as it wasn't crazy. Don't get crazy now. So I'm gonna make a terry bow. I'm doing a 6-loop bow. That's what I like doing. They're super fun, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm using all different kinds of sizes, 2.5 and 1.5. Solids and prints. Oh, she doesn't, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
We're
thank
patient.
you. So we're just gonna do it, y'all.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, friend.
It's been a little messed up the past few days
Yes.
and the end of last week, but y'all, after next week we will get back on schedule.
Right. Same for business coaching. It's a
Yes.
little. Last week I was on vacation, and then this week I've been here. I did 2 days, and then I've been here. So it's a little cattywampus right now with our schedules. But come Monday we'll be back.
Yep, back to normal.
Back to normal, and I'm gonna even make up some time with the business coaching. So I owe y'all some things.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all, so if you haven't heard, all the coaches are here for a reason. We are here for the You're Invited workshop, which begins tonight at 6. Which
Gosh, I feel like it
y'all,
started
if you're
yesterday
gonna join,
because it was mind blowing. Yesterday was mind blowing.
Yeah. So if you've already joined us, make sure you've already prepared dinner for your husband and your kids.
Order the pizza. We found out last night.
Order pizza. But we really, so we kicked it off yesterday with one of our bonus lives from Marcus, which was super cool. I love the balloon garland.
Y'all can't see
you
it,
really
I don't
can't
think.
see a lot of it. You can see part of it, but that replay is already available in there. So he kind of kicked that off. But today, Coach Fancy goes at 6. So there is still time to join us, y'all. And you can check out all that information at damonsguest.com.
It's gonna be so much fun. Hey everybody, did you do YouTube today? Nope.
No.
Guys, he's got this obligation he has to meet. So when he's here, we have to meet these obligations for the other coaching. But he'll make it up to you next week, guys. I promise.
So next Tuesday through Friday, we'll be back live at our regular times.
Jordan
11 a.m. on YouTube and then 2 p.m. on Facebook.
Jordan and I are the two coaches that have outside obligations to the coaching group. So we will be back to normal next week. I am hoping at some point while we're here this week that I have time to squeeze in maybe a little business coaching live with all the coaches here. I would love to be able to give you guys that as a bonus. I'm hoping I can talk y'all maybe into doing a couch sit with me for 30 minutes or something, or around the table, like The View, but crafting style. I thought that'd be kind of fun. I just sprung that on him, so he's not going to say no in front of y'all, but I'm going to beg y'all.
Oh, there's a lot of mad faces. Why are we mad, y'all?
Why are we mad? Why are we mad?
Calm down.
Why are we mad? Don't be ugly on
Y'all like mad. Like there was a lot of bad faces.
Where?
There was like a lot of there's like a thing of orange faces. Like
Okay, who did the orange faces? What's wrong? What can we do to make you happy?
Are you
That's what
live?
I always say. Yeah,
Yes.
we're live.
With who, where?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Mine?
Hello,
Yeah.
everyone everywhere.
Will you hand me another pair of scissors? Give me another scissors.
Scissors.
Maybe we might have it looks like, I think John might be right. There might be somebody in there that's not,
oh, okay.
yeah, I think John may be right. If that's the case, just ignore them, y'all. We don't do ugly here. Don't spread any hate to them. They can stay and hang out with us. We're real fun people. Just saying. So again, I'm doing a terry bow. What are you doing? Just a regular
I'm
loop
doing
bow?
my half bow, y'all.
Oh, he's doing a half bow. Those are fun. So on this one, I started out with an 8-inch
Hi,
loop.
Mom.
And then I'm going to go down to a 7-inch loop. So it's a graduated 6-loop bow. 8, 7, 6, and then
How come
4,
I have
3,
this one?
2 is how I do mine.
Because it logged him out. And I don't know. how
Hey,
to fix that.
Tiffany. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm ready.
You're ready for what?
I'm also ready.
I'm ready for the...
Gang's all here.
You ready for the challenge? Oh, how about clip my fingernail?
Well, I'm ready for my live tonight in the creative coaching group.
I'm not live on your page.
Okay.
Okay. Because we
Hey,
had a
Belle.
hard time hooking up the.
Fell in nothing but love here. Awesome. That's awesome. That's what we like to hear. Is everybody having a good Thursday? We are high on life right now.
Y'all, the sun is shining.
What are y'all doing?
We're just doing
We're
both.
making
just
bows. We're just hanging out
Y'all, I'm
with our
sitting
people.
over there.
The tank is clean.
My butt was getting numb, and I'm like, Jordan, I'm bored. We have to do something right now. Literally. I'm
Oh,
like, let's go make
that's
a
what you
project.
mean
Let's
by
do
half
something.
bow.
And he said, let's do bows.
But look how.
We are doing bows. Y'all, I have missed creating and being in my studio for the last 2 weeks. This
Oh,
is
we live on my
probably the
page too?
longest that I've ever
No.
been away from my
So
studio
it
at one
logged him
time.
out of Facebook.
Oh.
So, we had a little bit of trouble getting on Facebook for a second, but
We did.
it let us on finally. The Facebook god said, you can come on in.
You got some.
Oh yeah. Look.
So Carol Ward said that if you don't want closed captions, you can tap the 3 dots in the right-hand corner. It should do away with your closed captioning at that time. That sounded like, if
I
you're
know.
going through the middle aisle, go to the...
I was literally saying, wow, that was a perfect flight attendant voice.
I know. I usually sound like the people on Silver Dollar City. Everybody keep your arms and legs in. You know, Heather, I always sound like that when I'm on my lives.
Tammy, we've been to Silver Dollar City with you.
That's fun. I think the round table is a fantastic idea. I don't know if I could talk these yahoos into doing it with me, but we'll see.
Round table for what?
For business coaching, since I can't go live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, would you guys be willing to do like a
Absolutely.
30-minute sit down with me sometime
100%.
today or tomorrow?
I will do that.
There you go.
I will
So,
volunteer
I feel
everything
bad
that
that I was gone last week and then this week I'm gone part of the week, and I thought, well, I have the coaches here, maybe we could bend their ear for a minute.
I really like this.
Okay,
ribbon.
Tornado Tammy, can we please talk about how gorgeous this is?
I know, the Paisley ribbon. The
Paisley.
Paisley
That's
ribbon.
a fancy Paisley. It's
The Paisley
lovely.
ribbon, the patriotic, any of the Paisley ribbon, honestly, is gorgeous. But this patriotic
It's
light blue is gorgeous. I also love the Fiesta one. Jordan uses it a lot.
I love
too.
the
It's
Fiesta.
my favorite.
Me too. I love it.
It's really pretty.
And you and your half bow, sir. That is swag-tastic. It's like a swag bow, a bow swag.
So y'all, tonight, for those of you just joining us, welcome, welcome. We are your creative coaches at DecoExchange. For those of you that don't know, we are it, other than Damon Oates. And
Derica.
and Derica, I don't know where she was. Oh, she was outside.
They had to go run an errand.
Oh, that's right.
They'll be back.
That's right. Anyway, I am Tammy Hodges.
I'm Jordan from Designs by Jordan.
I'm Jackie with the fancy front door.
And
I'm Melly Mel with Sincerely Creative Mom.
there you go. I guess I should say my business name, Tammy Hodges with Polka Dot Wreath Co.
And then we have Damon, of course, and we have Coach Derica, who's our guest.
Somebody.
Once a month guest.
Yep.
And she does wreath attachments. We have Tess, who does painting, and we have Coach Stacy,
Stacy.
who
Yes.
does flowers.
Do we already say Derica?
Yes.
Derica?
Derica, yeah.
Maybe
Derica
one
does-
day we'll have more.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
We're working on that, man. We're working on it. So, we are here to do a creative workshop this weekend. It officially kicks off tonight at 6 o'clock with Coach Fancy. Over there, Fancy Pants is what we call her.
Yes.
Fancy Pants in the house.
At 6
Mel-
o'clock.
She's going to kick off
Central.
at 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
Yes, Central Time.
Yes.
Make sure if you're on the Eastern or Pacific time zones, you are really conscious of that. It is 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
What time is the cutoff for the workshop?
ASAP is what we're telling you. Damon is over at the other warehouse. When he cuts it off, he cuts it off. We don't have any control of that. We're just telling you that it will be this afternoon, and the reason for that is we have to get our staff, they go home at 5 o'clock. We've got to be able to get everybody onboarded and in the coaching place, which is the You're Invited Facebook page, before Fancy kicks off at 6 p.m. The right thing to do is to let our staff have some time to do that
Yeah.
and not be running around while Fancy's live and all of us sitting at a table not giving her our undivided attention. That has happened before, and we are not going to do that again. So we will tell you ASAP, and we're not being funny when we say that or being cheeky. ASAP.
Cheeky.
We've actually extended it longer than we were originally going to.
Y'all, Jordan, somebody just asked, when is the best time to use this bow? The
Anytime.
half bow.
Anytime. I've used it on
agree with
deco
that.
mesh wreaths, swags, grapevine wreaths, everything.
That's what the smell is.
Are you sniffing ribbon again?
Here we go again.
Would you
Ten.
like to tell me what that one smells like?
The exact same thing the last one smelled like. Smell it.
Nope.
No, I promise. Smell it.
Y'all.
It's faint, but you are correct.
I told you.
So that's my half bow. Y'all look how pretty that looks.
That is beautiful.
Can I get that on a business card? It's fake, but you are correct. It does smell like that, doesn't it, Fancy?
Yep.
But the bow is fabulous.
I would put that on
I
a
don't-
lantern. How cool would that be on a lantern?
I don't know what they're smelling on. I don't want to smell.
You don't want to smell it.
No.
You don't want
We're
to
not
smell
gonna
that.
say. Can we buy bows from y'all? Not these bows, but in our personal shops, I'm sure you could. We have them listed. I don't ever get to list any. I've got boxes of them to
Really?
list. I have boxes. I just haven't done it.
I say really like I have all my ducks in a row.
I wished I
I
had.
have 0 listed right now.
I don't have my ducks in a row. They're like all over the place.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
ducks are waddling around the yard going, what?
My ducks are like, hey. They're like confused
the
chickens.
chicken hey.
I just got confused chickens.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Well, now I'm inspired. Let me put
If
some
I don't
in
hear
there.
back
I'm
from
gonna go
customer
home.
service today, I don't know what your question would be. So it's probably something that customer service has to answer. But if you're in the creative coaching already and you want to sign up, I know we've had that question a lot, so I'm not assuming that's your question, but we have had that one a lot. If you're in creative coaching already and you want to get signed up for the You're Invited workshop, go into the Makers University portal, sign in, and go to the creative coaching, and you can sign up for the workshop there, and you will get a little perk from being a creative coaching member.
Perk, it's a 50% off your,
50% off. It's a good perk. It's a coupon. It's not a coupon. It's literally,
You don't even need a coupon.
you don't need a coupon. It's amazing. I tell everybody all the time, it's like your own discount within discount. Can you use more than one half bow in a project? And if so, would one be smaller than the other? Ooh, Debbie, that's a good question.
You can use more than one, and I would both probably make them the same size. But I've always liked my bows big. I don't like my bows small.
Same. I like bigger bows. I've gotten to where I like even 8 and 9 inch loops, and that's because of this dude. I used to call them floppy eared bows, but then I learned how to do them the right way and make them go the right way, and it just looks better. Like, I like the bigger bows.
stars.
So that was your problem. You're not getting the discount. You must be logged in. If you are not logged in, it will not automatically show it. So you have to log in with the right email and password. If you're not, that's what everybody's problem has been. Once you get in there in the right space, it will automatically apply it, but you've got to be logged in. Okay, so what I've done so far is I have stacked this just one after the other, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the stack smush down together, compact it, so it makes the bow pop. Like you guys have seen those Hallmark pop-up cards, that's what this bow ends up doing. It's kind of cool. I used to do the Terry bow on the Pro Bow, and I like it much better. I do hand bows, so I like it much better this way. I have more control over it. Now, I do smush it. You've got to smash it right here.
Smush it good.
And here's the other thing you kind of have to do. I'm not going to, but normally you have to zip tie two of these pipe cleaners together, and then to attach it to a reef so you're not compromising the mesh, you're going to need to add another one. I don't need to do that right now, and now it's time to fluff the bow. I use a lot of these bows at patriotic time.
She's a bow smasher, y'all.
I am. But listen, it pops
Look at
right
that.
back up. Like a hot date, pops right back up. Show up next time. That did not come out the way it was supposed to.
I was like, that went south real quick.
Yeah, it wasn't
Wait.
supposed to come out like that.
Look
Ooh.
at that bow,
I'm
though.
just saying, second date, here we come. Anyway, I make my tails every length. I start out long and then I do shorten them because it reminds me of like a little firecracker. So that's the cool thing about using wired ribbon is you can smash that bow if you need to. I know it's not.
Don't smash the bow.
You
y'all.
have to do the terry bow. You literally have to be able to get that good cinch in there. You have to turn it over and smoosh it a little bit. But you just kind of pat it on the booty and say, good job. It'll come right back.
Pat it on the booty.
Pat it on the booty and say, good job. It comes right back. See?
When y'all are done, if there's time, I want to make a bow.
Okay, you can make a bow. I'm almost
Yeah.
done. I'm legitimately, let me just,
Yeah, so when I do the half bows, I measure about, let's say, 7-inch tail first. Then I'll do like an 8-inch loop. And as I'm doing the loops, I'm gradually getting bigger. So I'll do an 8-inch, 2 9-inch, 2 10-inch, and then an 11-inch.
so this is the Terry bow that I just did. So the measurements I use are different than I think what Terry uses. I have found for mine, I don't like the inside loops being smaller than 3 to 4 inches. So I usually do 8, 7, 6, 4, 5, 4, 3 instead of the other. She does it to where it's smaller in here. I don't like that. But the cool thing about the Terry bow, at any time, if you want to add more tails, all you have to do is in between those layers that you watched me do, lay a tail. Just literally cut. I mean, you're gonna normally do 7-inch tails, so you would cut like a 14-inch piece and lay it in there, and then you have an extra tail, and it looks really cool, like an explosion bow. It looks really neat when you do them. I use these a lot for patriotic season. A lot.
Lisa, so on almost all of the videos I've done here, either on YouTube or on Facebook, there is a half bow in them. I don't have a video just solely recorded for the half bow, which I probably should. I should probably should probably do that.
You should.
But on all the replays, there's about a half bow that I've done.
And these are the bows that I would use if I was going to be putting florals on a wreath. I would do a terry bow or something like the half bow to where it looks really cool with the florals coming out because of all the different layers. That's why and here's the other thing about the terry bow, and then I'm gonna let Fancy do a bow. You don't have to have 6 different ribbons. You can have 5 of the same ribbon and 1 different. You can have 6 different. You can have 3 of one and 3 of another. It does not matter. And it also doesn't matter if you start out with 1.5 or 2.5, or you have 2 together. It doesn't matter if you have 2 reds next to each other, because in the terry bow, when you start fluffing it, because of the way we stack that, you can twist it to be wherever you want this. So if I want this blue to be over here, all I have to do is move it. See? It's awesome. We did have a grapevine.
Do we have a grapevine just so I can show them?
Yes. There is a grapevine somewhere in here. I saw it, and I know we did not send it back.
Oh, just a wreath.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
a plain.
Sorry.
So y'all, that's what I really like about the half bow is,
Oh.
I mean, look how full that looks on there, and it's not a big,
Yeah.
huge bow.
Here, stick this one on there.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you
so
could even
look at
put
the
tails.
size comparison compared to hers and mine.
And I would not put this on a 14-inch. This would go on an 18-inch. I would not put it on a smaller one, but you could make these loops smaller. Like I said,
Right.
you start out with 8-inch, but honestly, you don't have to.
And the same way with this, you can make your loops smaller as well.
And
or
if you want
larger.
tails, like Jordan's got those tails, if you want tails, do exactly what I said. Look, I mean, you can literally add a tail right on any bow that you're like, I'm not feeling that. Sometimes all you have to do, sometimes I've done this, y'all, I've done this. You literally just add a
Okay.
tail onto the bottom. And you can, I mean, that's not how I would do this one because I don't like the solid blue on there, but you can just add tails where you need them. Doesn't have to be.
The SKU on the black and white is RGC 156402.
Hey, Megan. All right, Fancy, I'm going to let you have it.
Okay.
You can have it. You can have it.
Thank you, ma'am.
So y'all, like, that's the good thing too. Like, so look at the length of ribbon that I have left on that roll. You can make a half bow with
We
it. If
use
you
this
have
box.
leftover ribbons that are just piling up, now you can make bows with them.
Next. Oh, yeah, when Jordan's done, you can go.
Okay.
No fancy bow time.
So y'all, Mel and Fancy are both gonna make bows now.
Okay.
So much fun. Oh my gosh, you're using some of my very favorite stamp ribbon that's ever happened.
This is one of my favorite
I
ribbons that have ever happened. Y'all,
love
I love
that.
color. I love it. I love it. I love it. As I'm wearing just brown today.
But I absolutely adore color. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to mix them, to work with them. If y'all know anything about me and the way I coach, I am a color wheel fanatic. I absolutely love mixing unexpected colors and making them make sense. No, I'll just scoot over so you can slide in when you're ready. But one thing that I love doing about one thing I love doing when I'm making bows is give them a little hype man. If I'm just doing a bow, I want it to really pop and stand out. If it's just a bow that's attached to something like a mailbox, a lantern, staircase, something like that, I always add a little hype man with a little bit of mesh. So
There's somebody that said that their portal has not been unlocked, so they can't sign up. Your invited portal will not be unlocked until after the workshop. You need to get signed in and then sign up.
So if you joined us for the workshop and you haven't joined the Facebook group for the workshop, you want to make sure you do that.
yes,
If you
that's where the
signed up
action's
for the
happening.
workshop and at the same time you signed up for the creative coaching group, you want to make sure you're in that separate group as well. 2 different groups. So the workshop is a group in itself. It's a contained, awesome weekend just this weekend, and it's going to be in and out. We're going to be blasting you, and then we're going to be done. It's going to be sitting there ready for replay. But if you sign up for the creative coaching group also, you want to make sure that you're in that group, because tonight, after Fancy kicks off officially kicks off
I know.
the workshop,
No
then
pressure.
I'm going to be live in the creative coaching group. So we're going to go from the workshop right over to creative coaching group. So if you signed up for both, please make sure that you've gotten yourself into both groups. You can do so by looking for the email. It would have come from info@damonotes.com. You want to make sure you find that and click and read the whole thing. Listen, I can't tell you how many times Jordan tells Tammy and I, or tells us the group, Melissa and Mel don't read.
Read.
Read your email and it'll give you all the instructions.
Yes. And check your spam folders, because sometimes that happens.
Most of Damon's emails that go to me go to spam.
Really?
So the first thing I want you to do is
To my Gmail they do.
look for your email. Because the first thing I want you to do, check your email. The next thing I want you to do is, if you don't have an email and you haven't checked all the places, then you can send an email to info@damonotes.com, asking for help. But I'm sure they're getting a lot of messages, and I don't want you to be left out and behind. So do your diligence and look for your email so that you can get yourself into the action tonight for both the workshop and then also creative coaching. Is going to be inside the Facebook group. That's where all our action happens first, and then it goes into the membership. Not to be even more confusing.
Everything she said. Yes.
All right, did you explain what you picked?
Okay, so I use this amazing ribbon as my inspiration. I absolutely love this. So many colors, so much fun, all in one fabulous ribbon. So I wanted to pick some colors that I was finding inside of here to make them pop. I also like mixing patterns. So I love plaids and polka dots together. It's always a good fun combo. So I've got this really fun loose plaid in all the colors, and then this polka dot that is just screaming rays of sunshine, and I love it. So then this is, has, I know, it looks like a party, I love it. So I picked
Are you looking in the
some of this
comments?
turquoise color out of here and found a ribbon that would match. And it's my life, so it's full of pink. Except for today, I'm literally I'm like the queen of color, and I'm wearing brown today.
Can I interrupt you? I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. If you're
Go for it.
watching us here, that does not mean you are in the workshop.
Correct.
This, right now, we're on the DecoExchange page. We're on Designed by Jordan. How to make wreaths. This
I
is
shared it to my
not
page.
the workshop. This is not the workshop. So if you are in the workshop, you want to make sure you're watching tonight in that group.
It's not in the
Check
portal.
your email. Check your email. I don't want you to be, looking for us and find it. In fact, it would be really good for you to practice now to see where we're going to be. You want to look for the group that says
You're invited.
You're
It's
invited
literally,
workshop.
You're invited.
Or you're invited.
Here, let me show you. I'll show you.
You want to make sure you're in. I don't know if that was.
Because there's a link in your email.
There's a link in your
Yeah.
email.
Because I don't want to confuse you and think that you can just go enjoy the link.
Yeah, do not go join the link unless you
yeah.
have signed up.
Yeah, so that link will be found in your email.
But
So
some
if you
people are
pay
not
for a
getting-
ticket, go to the email.
And if you haven't gotten the email, you need to be emailing info@damos.com.
Or checking your spam.
Check all your folders.
Check all the
Look,
things. Oh, there's-
search through your email for an email from info@damonotes.com.
Correct.
All
All
right.
right.
It could have landed anywhere.
Correct.
Okay, keep going with your explanation, and
No,
I'll
it's
do
okay.
mine, and then I'll.
It's okay. It's okay. So I make just a really big fun bow. I like flags at the top or tails at the top, and then long streamers coming down. So I also just dropped my ribbon to the floor, and I don't measure anything. So because the reason that I don't measure is because I think I need every bow to fit the situation that I'm making. None of my wreaths end up being exactly the same size. So I'd love to tell you that I want this tail 15 inches and then 12 and then 4 but you put that on a wreath and it might not look the same on mine as yours. So I just make sure that they fit the area. So I took a 10-inch cruffle, or actually this is just a ruffle, and made a nice good long bow with it. This is about 24 inches of mesh, just ruffled right down the center and cinched in the middle. I'm gonna set my bow on top of that. That way it puffs up and stays really nice and puffy whenever it's put on like a mailbox or a rail or a lantern or all the things. So there we go. So I put my tail up at the top. I give my ribbon a good hard twist, and then I make my loops from back to front. Squish them, just lay one layer right on top of each other, twist and make a loop back to front, and do the same thing.
The plaid is from Sam's.
It's from Sam's, and isn't it fabulous?
So, okay, let me just walk you through like one of the biggest questions we get in creative coaching, and one of the things that's actually an all the time question is how do you choose your ribbon? Okay, so aside from having a sign, so I don't have a sign. I'm just going in my own mind, my own thing, and I'm thinking of what kind of bow I want. I want a patriotic bow. Perfect. So at first I started with a solid on the bottom, and then I went with this paisley. And then I found the polka dot. I like the polka dot. I like the solid blue. I like the stars. But if you all know me ever, you know that this is my favorite patriotic ribbon. It's just like a watercolor with the blue and the dark blue and the red. Totally love it. I saw this. Totally love this. It's got that kind of royal blue with the red stars. Love that one. And then of course the stripes. So I saw all these, and I of course grabbed them all, and I'm like, okay, now I gotta narrow things down. This I want because it's my favorite, period. It's like a non-negotiable for me, right? You see, you might pair a ribbon with your sign and you're like, that ribbon has to stay in the bow regardless of what else I do. So sometimes you might be working your whole bow around one ribbon that matches the sign.
Can y'all zoom in?
And then,
Sorry, I didn't.
I don't know how we can. Oh. Is that better?
Perfect. Give it a sec.
So this
Looks
is
good on our end.
just a watercolor. It came in one of the monthly boxes last year. Stinking love it.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
Oh,
I may have signed up afterwards though.
I didn't
so
get that either.
it was. It might have been a 2.5 inch, but I'm almost positive.
Oh, yes, I did. Mine was more of a tie-dye.
I want to
No, that was this year. That was this year. This was last year.
Oh, no, I didn't get that.
I'm almost positive because I was all excited about it. So now you may have had a sign that you're picking out some colors that go with that sign, or you may have had a ribbon that you're like, okay, I want to make sure that everything I pick is gonna tie in with this. So we're gonna take this because it has that lighter blue in it, has the darker blue, and it has the red. So okay, Fancy. Fancy has polka dots. She's got plaid. She's got solids. Right?
Yes.
So this all goes very nicely together because all the colors match each other.
And I pulled them from this ribbon. This was my inspiration. This is where I pull my colors.
Yep. So you might have heard some people say like busy ribbon, right? like busy ribbon. Like
I would
Like that
say
lemon one is a
this is
ribbon.
busy.
The lemon one?
This is
lemon's
busy.
busy.
The lemon. These are busy. They have something going on. There's something important in each of those. This one is that glitter shamrock. This one is the paisley is the busy. This one is the lemons are the busy. And this one has the background to it.
And plaid, yeah.
And plaid. So sometimes having, all busy ribbons in your bow can be very confusing to the eye, right? I wouldn't consider polka dots necessarily as a busy
They
if
can
it's
get busy.
if it's all one
Can
color.
be.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider stripes sometimes. I kind of feel like those are like your base, right? So here we go.
So on this one, I did the lemon, which is, I have 2 lemon busy ribbons, but I've got the black and white, and then I've got a gray and white. So then I brought in solid black to go with the black and white, solid yellow to bring out the lemons. Then I brought in this stripe that's, it's not black, I think it is considered black, but it looks really gray, and it brings, it picks up the gray from the plaid in this. And then I brought in the black and white stripe.
So you want a good balance of busy and kind of not neutral as in color neutral, but neutral as in not so busy ribbon.
Gives your eye a little break.
Yeah.
And it really makes the patterns of the busy stand out.
Yes.
Right, and it always so me, I'll get back in the camera view. For me, when DecoExchange gets in those big boxes of solid colored burlap ribbons, the faux burlap,
Yes.
the 50-yard rolls,
These.
y'all, they are quite the investment.
They are.
But I have paid those ribbons off like 50-fold probably, because I
Correct.
use them in so many of my designs that I do here on DecoExchange page or even on my own page. But the value you get out of that box, and it comes in so many colors, and there's 24 colors in that box.
Yes.
So
That-
this is just a ruffle. It's not a bow. It's just a ruffle.
Just a ruffle.
The plaid ribbon came from Sam's.
Mhm.
So here's what I did. In my head, originally I had started with this solid red. I had the solid red on the bottom because it was going to be like a not busy, right? And then I said, okay, I for sure want this plaid. And when paisley. And then when I saw this, I said that's perfect because it has that lighter blue that will come in with my paisley. Okay, I'm gonna I want to open that new one. I'm gonna use Tammy's. We're opening all new ribbons.
I completely lost a zip tie just now, and I thought I was like, did I have a stroke? Was I imagining that I had a zip tie?
So I have red. I want in that blue, and then I want this. I know this is gonna go on the top. So typically when I do a bow, a big bow, I usually do 3 2.5 inch and 2 or 3 1.5 inch. And if I have it, I like that 7/8 or 5/8 on the top.
yes,
It's
yes,
so
yes.
sweet on the top. So I knew I had now when I built this, I had a solid.
And
I
look
had,
at the 7/8 right there on the lemon one. On the lemon
Oh,
bottom.
yeah.
look at how
the-
sweet the
mhm.
7/8 came in. So
I love it. It's the pop of perfect little. Oh, that's so
Mhm.
cute.
look, I just grabbed one more.
Dang it.
Did it fall?
But if I hadn't of already tied this off, I would have added another pop of that yellow right on top. It's so cute.
Okay.
It's sweet. It's so sweet.
So I had this. Right, y'all can see that? Yes. Okay. So then I said, okay, well, now for sure, I'd like one more 2.5 inch, but I know I need at least another 1.5 inch. And I saw these stars. I was like, I totally want the stars. Does that work? Yeah, it works. Perfect. Because I have a not a solid, but not busy right underneath it. Cool. It's going to enhance that busy at the top. Perfect. I got 2 busies and 2 regulars. And then as I thought, I do like that solid red on the bottom, but I was looking for something different. So I found the stripes to go on the bottom. Work this down here, just on the stripes. I was like, okay, I do like that. I like the stripes. I got a solid in there, not the solid is the watercolor, but I got that in there to break things up. And then I thought, okay, this is all pretty light. I got pretty light. I got a nice white here. I got the light blue, and I got the red and white stripe that makes it feel real light. So I'm like, okay, I need an anchor though. I need something to anchor. So I switched, and I went to the stripes. Went to the stars. I might probably, it's all mixing up. Went to the stars. I'm getting all. Let's get it together, Melissa. I went to the stars. Here it is. Because I like that. I like the stars.
I love the stars. I absolutely love them. And I don't think that this is too much pattern on pattern. Patriotic really hits you with some bolds. Red and blue together, that's bolds. But it just makes sense for patriotic.
And then I thought, well, I really do like either 3 2.5 inch or 3 1.5 inch. So I was like, okay, I need something else. I got the dark here with the dark kind of anchor color. I got that dark kind of 1.5 inch coming in there. So I might need a lighter color to kind of keep it more light. I saw the polka dots and I thought, that's for
winner.
sure it.
Winner,
Yep.
winner, chicken dinner.
That's
Winner,
it.
chicken dinner. And then, of course, wherever that last, where'd the pine go? Oh, boom.
With a little bit of glitter.
Super cute.
Mm-hmm.
And because this had the glitter in it, and this had the glitter in it, it was okay for me to bring that glitter on the top too. Should I make the bow now?
Sure.
This is backwards.
Oh. Do you need a...
No,
No, you just can. Oh, that's frustrating. So this is my bow. With a little bit of... And I always make sure that this color is part of the whole color scheme too, because you're going to see little bits of it peeking through. So, there you go.
super cute. Nice and bright. Perfect for a birthday party.
Absolutely. That you were invited to.
I see what y'all did there.
Don't have FOMO, you guys. You are invited. You are literally invited if you're not already in. And I will see you guys at 6 p.m. Cannot wait. The project that I'm going to be making in the group I have used for weddings, funerals, quinceañeras, birthdays, baby showers. You can use it for anything. And it's really fun party decor, and it's a keepsake that you can keep forever. Forever. All right. Ship.
Don't leave me.
Oh. I won't. Let me put down my
I'm
bow.
gonna be up here by myself.
Let me read comments too.
That's
You
a good
guys,
idea.
it was hard for us to like make bows and read comments, and you know,
There's-
oh, lovely,
you can't
lovely.
Get that
You know what?
on working.
Which one? That one. Okay. Thanks. None of your business, Bonnie. I just really love that Facebook name. I almost said, thanks, none of your business. Yeah, exactly. Allison, the mesh is the push-up bra. It keeps it nice and fluffy. Puts the goods on display. No saggy goods.
What is FOMO? Fear
Of missing out. Yes.
So we're gonna do 2 loops and then 1 loop.
What is that you're using, Melissa?
This is a 2.5 inch. What?
What's that fancy tool you got?
Oh, this is an easy bow maker. So I have super bad carpal tunnel. What?
Listen.
I have super bad
Listen.
carpal tunnel. And so, unlike all of the others, I can't hold it all in my hand at the same time.
And there is no shame in that game because this literally does the same thing as fingers. So
I had to
use
find
what
a
works for
way-
you.
I had to find a way to help me make bows. I love constructing them in my hand, but to add the next layer and keep holding it, my hands are like, no, don't do that.
No, thank you.
So the Easy Bow Maker is perfect for me for that reason.
Susan said it's so much fun to watch you all together. Susan, can I just tell you, we haven't been together for a workshop or a challenge since November.
Mhm.
Friends. it's been rough on us. So we are so excited to be back together too. So thanks for hanging out with us. Katrina, hi friend. I can't wait to see everybody's designs this weekend either. And if you were in here and saw our bonus video with the balloon guy Marcus yesterday,
So great.
y'all, we're even learning things from this workshop. And man, y'all, collectively, the 1,000 or so people that were watching at the same time, we all fell in love with him simultaneously, and we're like fighting over who loved him more because
Whose best friend he was.
right, whose best friend he is now. Because you guys, he's so motivational. He's instructional. The balloon garland, it took roughly 2 hours to design with talking and things. Y'all, he instructed the whole time. He's an absolute pro. You're gonna fall in love with this man. He is magical. He was magical. It was magic. Magic happened. So if you got to see that, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Susan. Yes, and Jordan used the boots last night. Could you please show the mesh behind the bow again? Yes. So, super easy. I cut about 24 inches of mesh and then of 10-inch mesh and just walked it up the middle to make a ruffle. Cinched the middle with a pipe cleaner because then you'll use the pipe cleaner to attach this to whatever you need to attach it to. So there you go. And it just, the color just kind of peeks through a little bit. I use burlap, or the is that fabric mesh? They've changed what fabric mesh is. I'm gonna call it fabric mesh.
Yeah.
Just because it's
fabric
so,
mesh.
yeah, they make
really
it
pretty,
so
put that
much
glitter
better
in
than
it,
they
kinda
made it like
sparkly.
5 years ago. Yes. It's fabulous, and it's got, I love it because it's a good, rich, true color. It's lovely. So, there you go. Proceed. I feel like I'm interrupting.
Hanging out. No, you're not. You're not. You're totally
I'm
good.
just gonna put that right there and clean up my mess because when I'm working, you guys, I throw my ribbon on the floor. You do not. You are very, much more organized than
I throw my ribbon tails, like the dovetail part. I throw
Yeah.
those on the floor.
Someone in our mastermind group asked if I kept these, and I said no. And she's like, could you? So in the last month, since I've been home, I've been saving my little dovetails. I have an enormous box full. And now I'm like,
What are you gonna do with them?
exactly. I was like, should I be doing something with these? Art project. My kids threw them in the air like confetti the other day. And thought it was really funny. I couldn't help but laugh. They're like, party! And I was like, that's accurate. How do we find the balloon video? Colleen, so that is in the You're Invited Facebook group on replay right now.
You can find it in the guide.
Yes, in the guides. And so make sure that you grab your ticket because it is a ticket event situation. And you can go to damonsguest.com to grab your ticket and go binge watch all the replays of all the bonuses that are already loaded in there waiting for you. And then I actually officially kick it off tonight at 6. So excited!
Okay. Started with a 2.5 inch, then went to 2.5 inch, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 5/8. So I did 2 loops on the bottom, then 1 loop, then 2 loops, and then because I got to my favorite ribbon and decided that I wanted to see more of it, I did 2 loops. But normally I would do 1, and then I did 1 loop on the top, and then 2 loops. And I'm talking about each side. So each side of the bow has 2 loops on the bottom, then 1, then 2, 2, 1, and then 2 with that 5/8. So then it's gonna make. Oh, do we have a long one? A long white?
No.
No, it's okay. I'm
There's
gonna make
red.
a long.
There's red.
I'll take a white. I'll take a red.
I feel like your white is longer though.
Sorry, I don't.
Oh.
It's okay. It's almost not. But all right. So now I'm gonna just squeeze this down.
Squish it.
Squishy. My kids are obsessed with squishies.
Mine too. And they get so disgusting.
Oh, they do.
Okay, you know, all you have to do is put a drop of dish soap on them and run them under water and clean.
Oh, I
Clean
know.
and squishy again.
Really?
No more lint. It falls off, like runs away. The dirt runs away from them.
So I like to have that nice stack there. Like I like to have that bow look real clean and perfect because I'm a little nuts.
Also, can we just show the side? You know how you've made
Okay.
just like the side profile.
Oh.
See how it looks like a club sandwich where all
Oh,
the
yeah.
layers are right on top of each other? That's how you know you've made your bow correctly, and then it's gonna fluff perfectly because nothing is falling over to one side, nothing's eclipsing the other. You've got a good club sandwich. A nice stack.
Is real important.
Yes, the stack is importante.
All right, then I'm gonna push it together, make sure it's all nice and tight.
And if there's any space in that stack,
Yes, no space.
no space in the stack.
And then I
Seriously,
always.
love the what's your credit score comment from yesterday.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, we were fighting over who was Marcus's best friend.
What's your
And
credit
somebody
score?
said,
Will you
"Can I
marry me?
Will you marry me?" And he said, "What's your credit score?"
Beth Bridges
Ah!
said, "Will you marry me?"
I was
So cute.
yes.
Where do you find the bow maker?
The bow maker we found at DecoExchange.com. So again, you know, there's a proper way to use it. I did not show you the proper way just now because I like to make that little layer in my hand, and then from there, then I take it off, and then I make it look into a bow.
Sherry, if you are in the You're Invited group, then you've already purchased your ticket.
And right now, you're not. This is not.
This
on the
is
group.
not it.
So then I just pull these down and make them pretty, one side at a time.
I love your bows.
Thank you. They're different. I mean, different bows for different things, right? But
Mhm.
I love these ones that are just because these can go on your mailbox all by itself. These can go on your garage lights all by itself, right? You don't have to have this on anything.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna take that ribbon that he had or that, what's it called? Grapevine,
Oh yay!
and put it on there so you can see
Where did it
also.
run off to? Oh, it's right there.
One in the center.
Away.
See, it sounds like Lori's thing is gonna be over the top too.
I cannot wait. To join us for the weekend, so we're the idea for her design. I'd like to see Fancy's